All right. On my way to the house. Thought I'd get a stream in right quick. So, man, I gotta talk about Bob Arum basically saying that, well, he basically said it was okay for Tiafimo to duck Devin Haney. So Devin Haney won't be in the cards as of right now. So, hey, what's up? This is why boxing is headed down the toilet. I shouldn't have to keep talking about this every day. Hey, J Dog, what's up? I shouldn't have to keep talking about this all day. That you got to hear, oh man, we ain't gonna fight him right now. We ain't gonna fight him. We ain't gonna fight him. It ain't time. No, it's I guess the fall of Lomachenko really hurt Bob Arum, but he should have expected it. Had to come, you know what I'm saying? Had to happen sooner than later. So, you know, I mean, it is what it is. So, had to happen. But man, Bob Arum straight up said that Tiafimo is going to avoid Devin Haney. I mean, you just can't get no get right from none of these damn promoters, from the fighters. It's just all, if it ain't one thing, it's another. Hey, what's up? You just can't. It's just like, what's the use? You can't get nobody to fight each other. And if you do, you got to jump through hoop after hoop. You got fighters trying to age other fighters out. So you just like, wow. You always got to hear that baloney marinate. I don't want to see that, Pratt. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Because in most people's eyes, most people thought that what's the face? I mean, Tiafimo won decisively. So, I mean, what is Lomachenko gonna do in the second fight? What he gonna come forward? He gonna try to slug it out with Tiafimo? Then this night really gonna end quick. That could be the only thing that he thinking. You know, if you remember what happened with Roman Gonzalez, I said if he fought that dude again, he was gonna get knocked out. And he fought that dude again, and he got knocked out. I don't even think he got knocked out, what, in 4 rounds? I was saying to myself, he better not fight that dude again. And then he fought him again, and his ass got blasted. You know, I was just like, well, there goes another fraudulent number 1 pound for pound fighter. Another one down the drain. Another one that they tried to throw. Another overrated fighter that they tried to throw in our face. I was just really tripping how HBO came out of nowhere and tried to tell us Roman Gonzalez was the best fighter on the planet. Most laughable thing I ever saw in my life. It probably is. I'm telling you now, Lomachenko gonna get stopped in the rematch. He gonna get stopped. When I say that Lomachenko gonna get stopped. When I say Lomachenko gonna get knocked out, Lomachenko gonna get knocked out. Unless they try to weight drain Teofimo. If they try to weight drain Teofimo, then who knows? But if they fight at the same weight class, Lomachenko gets stopped. That fight ain't gonna last. When I say Lomachenko will go get stopped in 5 rounds, he gonna get stopped in 5 rounds. He can holler that stuff about his shoulder all he wants. But I promise you, Lomachenko ain't gonna last 5 rounds in a rematch. He gonna get stopped. What's the excuse gonna be? What's the excuse gonna be this time when he get knocked out? He gonna say he came back too soon? At the end of the day, it's getting to the point we ain't trying to hear excuses no more. At the end of the day, we kind of getting to the point where you signed a contract. It is what it is. If you letting the fighter take advantage of you, then that's on you. I bet you if Lomachenko had won, he wouldn't have said nothing was wrong with his shoulder. I guarantee you he wouldn't have said nothing. I guarantee you he wouldn't have said nothing if he had won the fight. But then he got beat, and he got beat thoroughly to where he had to say, okay, I gotta come with something. I gotta come with something. So, I mean, it is what it is. He gonna get stopped in a rematch. He gonna get beat down. He gonna end up just like Chocolatito. When I say he gonna get curb stomped, he gonna get curb stomped. He gonna end up just like Chocolatito. Okay, so let me move on to the WBC. And oh man, I really thought this was a joke when I thought, when I was talking to the brothers in the LDBC, I really thought this was a joke. But then I was alerted that the WBC have just further, when I say they have further just like devalued their belts, when the WBC created for the upcoming Mike Tyson Roy Jones Jr. fight the Black Lives Matter belt. I mean, Mauricio Sullivan's father, Jose, got to be rolling over in his grave because he has just made a mockery out of the WBC and the belts. The Black Lives Matter. Yeah, what's up? The Black Lives Matter belt. Yeah, you heard me, J-Dog. I'll send it to your email. The Mauricio Sullivan, he didn't stoop to an all-time low. The Black Lives Matter belt for the upcoming exhibition match between Mike Tyson and couldn't you have came up with a better name than that? I mean, you just make it a mockery, but then that's what a lot of people do. Yeah, J Dog, I'm gonna send it to your email. Just a disgrace. I just couldn't believe it. I swear I thought it was a joke when they said. I thought it was a joke when they didn't came up with the black light. What's next? What's next? The Popeyes chicken sandwich belt? And they only do this to black people. You don't see them with the immigration Mexican ICE belt, but they gonna make a Black Lives Matter. Man, I mean, Mauricio Sullivan is just like a clown. Well, they might as well make the Popeyes chicken sandwich belt. Might as well, since they done came up with the Black Lives Matter. What's up? I'm just shaking my head. How can anybody black be proud to represent the WBC? I kept thinking when I was talking to these dudes, I was like, this gotta be a joke. I was just thinking this gotta be a joke. And I kept asking, this is a joke, right? And dude like, nah, man. It was like, yeah, they coming up with the Black Lives Matter. I mean, what's wrong? What's wrong with this dude? I mean, what's wrong with Mauricio Sullivan? I mean, for real, what's wrong with this dude? Is this dude on crack or something? Is he on that shit that Oscar's on? Is he on that? The Black Lives Matter Championship. Hey, what's up? You just can't make this shit up. I don't even see how Roy Jones Jr. and Mike Tyson could sit there with a straight face if Mauricio Sullivan hand them that belt. Maybe Riddick Bowe was ahead of his time when he threw that belt in the garbage can. Hey, what's up? Maybe Riddick Bowe was ahead of his time. Maybe everybody should. Yeah, he might have been ahead of his time when he threw the WBC belt in the garbage can. Because like I said, they just creating belts. They creating weight divisions. They just devaluing the belt. They just devaluing the belt because they want to try to collect as many sanctioning fees as possible. And they must be going broke. They got to. Man, I should tell that. Man, I got half a mind to tell Bill to tell Devin Haney to give that belt back. I'll throw that damn WBC belt in the garbage can. Because it's getting to the point with the WBC. What's prestigious and what's there to be proud of being a WBC champion when they just devaluing the belts? And they keep creating all these different belts. It's some goofy dude stuff. They don't do nothing. They don't do nothing. They try to get all these sanctioning fees. I think they're going broke. H, you know how I feel about this shit. You already know ain't nobody gonna follow suit. They should call them out for that. They should call them, the WBC should be called out. I'm gonna find out where Mauricio Sullivan is staying, because I know he gonna bring his ass. I know Mauricio Sullivan is gonna bring his ass to Dallas. I'm gonna find out where he's staying, and I'm gonna confront him about that shit. I'm gonna confront him about that. He gonna show up to Errol Spence versus. He gonna show up to Errol Spence versus Danny Garcia. If I don't see him, I'm gonna ask Chico. I'll definitely ask Chico, because I need for them to explain that. I need for them to explain that to me. What made you think of a Black Lives Matter build? What do I think about IBO? I'm starting to think less and less about all these belts, because it's like they making up belts. It's like you got the regular champion, the super champion, then you got the interim champion, you got the silver champion, then you got, I mean, it's just too many belts. And then all they doing is making these belts to show favoritism towards certain fighters. And most of the time these fighters don't be black. Lomachenko asked to be made a franchise champion because he didn't want to fight Devin Haney. He asked, but then there was never any talk of making Deontay Wilder a franchise champion. And then they come out of nowhere. So then when they make, first they say that a franchise champion is just a title. It's not a real belt. It's just basically, you know what I'm saying? It's just basically, you know, a like a title, like just saying that they represented the, you know, that they represented the WBC as a champ with class and grace. And he said you couldn't fight for the franchise championship. Then all of a sudden they come out of nowhere. Oh, the franchise champion is a real belt. So then they make a belt, and then they come out of nowhere and say, oh, well, it's an actual belt. So now they got all these dudes asking to be franchise champions, and then they getting granted. I mean, it's like, why even fight for a belt if it's not really no value to the belt? When Muhammad Ali was the champion, he was the actual champion. It wasn't really an intern. It wasn't none of this stuff. When he was the WBC champion, he was the WBC champion. Wasn't none of this stupid shit that they got now. It was none of this stuff. Then all of a sudden, as soon as Mauricio Sullivan take over, then they start making all these different belts. They start making all these fake belts that nobody care about. Like I said, this was going on when his dad was like in charge. Like I said, I had my issues with Jose Sullivan, but Mauricio is just he a clown. He a clown. And I'm gonna go back to being the old town business too when I cover fights. I'm gonna start bum rushing these dudes, just like I did a few years ago. How I did Eddie Hearn. I'm gonna start bum rushing these dudes. I'm gonna bum rush them. I'm gonna bum rush them like I did Abel Sanchez. I'm gonna bum rush their ass like I did Stephen A. Smith. Jose Sullivan, how it should have been ran. Mauricio is seeing dollars. He trying to milk these fighters out of as much sanctioning fees as possible, and then devaluing the belt. Like I said, what's a franchise champion? Is you what, like, for real? I mean, when I think of franchises, I'm thinking McDonald's. I think of, I think of Foot Locker. I think of Jamba Juice. I don't like, for real. I'm like, franchise, like, oh, like, for real. What's up? That's what I think of. I don't like for real. What's a franchise champion? And then, like I said, the WBC, they about to split heavyweight. I'm telling you, they gonna call it probably junior heavyweight. They gonna go from cruiserweight to junior heavyweight, and then anything over 125 is gonna be heavyweight. Which junior heavyweight gonna sound pathetic. It's gonna sound pathetic. And then they want to try to make Deontay Wilder. They gonna give him the title of probably junior heavyweight champion. Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what's going on. Like I said, Mauricio Sullivan, he really didn't devalue like the WBC, and it's a shame he don't see what he's doing. He's looking real bad right about now. But like I said, I'm gonna run into him. Well, get used to it, H Money, because junior heavyweight is coming, and that's gonna stink. That's gonna stink. I mean, for real. Oh my God, that's gonna stink. Junior heavy. Junior heavyweight, and then they gonna have regular heavyweight. And it was kind of funny. So I wonder what, I thought they was gonna go to super heavyweight, but I guess guys like Tony Yoka, who weighed like 260, I guess they just gonna be regular like heavyweights, because Tony Yoka is so damn big. Boxing is headed to the toilet. It is headed to the toilet because Bob telling Teofimo to purposely duck Devin Haney. I'm just like, man, it's possible a Teofimo Lomachenko rematch. I really don't want to see that again. I don't know what Lomachenko could do different in the second fight that he would do in the first fight. What, come forward? Because if he try to come forward and press the action against Teofimo, he gonna get stopped. So Lomo go get knocked out, and Lomo go get knocked out if they fight again. He's gonna get stopped. Lomo getting stopped if they fight again. When I say this fight ain't going, like I said, he gonna end up like Chocolate Tito. They gonna be picking his ass up off the ground. He gonna get stopped. Book it. You got Lomo in the rematch. What, you got Lomo getting knocked out? I'll take that bet. Lomo getting stopped. Lomo getting stopped. Teofimo is gonna make Teofimo is gonna make more improvements in the second fight than he is in the first fight. This time he go walk. This time he go cut Lomachenko. He gonna cut the ring off, and then he go like, man, he was lifting Lomo off his feet with them body shots. Lomo was jumping up in the air. The legend of Chocolatito. Yeah, Chocolatito got made into Mr. Crackle that night. Sir Vice, hey, Sir Vice, hey, he got made into Mr. Crackle. I'm trying to get Dre. I'm trying to get Dre on the phone. Yeah, Sir Vice had Sir Vice had Chocolatito looking like Mr. Crackle, because he cracked his ass and laid his ass out. He wasn't Mr. Goodbar, he was Mr. Crackle. He got it. It don't matter if Andre Ward is a legend. Shit, LeBron James is a legend, but that don't mean shit. That don't mean that he right. It's okay to criticize Andre Ward. I got mad love for Andre Ward, but Andre Ward, I don't know what damn fight he was watching to say that fight was a draw. You can't have a draw when you lose. You can't have a draw when you lose arguably the first 7 rounds. That ain't no damn draw. You lost the fight. Unless you get knocked out. You lost the first 7 rounds and then you lost the 12 rounds. So you lost 8 rounds. So how's that a draw? I got love for Andre Ward. It don't matter whether Andre Ward never lost. He was wrong about that fight. It don't matter shit. It don't matter what he did as a fighter, but he didn't know what the hell he was talking. Like Andre Ward was being Andre Ward was just being a company. He was being Skip Bayless. He went on some Skip Bayless shit. That I was looking at Dre like sideways. I was looking at Dre sideways when he said that. But it don't matter what the hell Andre Ward did in the damn ring. As a commentator, he didn't know what the hell he was talking about. And it was just laughable. It was funny to see Tim Bradley tell the truth. Because like I said, I think a lot of people just saw that as a sign of relief that Lomachenko finally, that the myth of Lomachenko, and it's over for Lomachenko. Even if he come back and win against Teofimo, like the gig is up. He could be beat. The gig is up now. You can't lose to a dude with 15 losses and then be called an all-time great. I couldn't believe they was really trying to pull that shit. Okay, let me move on to the last subject, because I think all of y'all need to hear this. Like I said, Andre Ward is he gonna knock out Luke. Don't stop, get it, don't stop, get it, don't stop, rock with it, work, them thing, make you wanna, oh man, I used to love jukebox, man. Some of y'all too young for jukebox. Man, I used to always look forward to the next Luther Campbell video, because he always was gonna have some dick chicks in his videos. I wanna rock. Don't stop, rock with it. Hey, Luther Campbell never bust no raps. That's all he would do was chant, But then again, them damn videos would be so good you wouldn't give a damn what he was saying. And all them thick ass black women, I'd be like, whoo, Uncle Luke. But Ryan Garcia better be careful with Luke Campbell, because Luke Campbell can punch. Once again, this is a good test for Ryan Garcia. Campbell have a problem with he have a problem with placing his punches correctly. Don't stop, rock with it, work, DJ. Make you wanna, I wanna rock. Man, bring back the Two Line Crew, man. Them was the good, man. Uncle Luke. But that's a different Luke Campbell though, but you know. Campbell don't know, he one of them dudes, he don't know how to press the action. He don't know how to think in the ring. He don't got a good boxing IQ. It's sort of like what you saw with Clayton. If Clayton had a more experienced trainer, they would have said, go in there and stop Limpiness. He's hurt. He's ready to go. Go in there and stop him. But you could tell that dude was so inexperienced. He didn't know. You just saw so many things that Clayton could have did to basically win that fight more decisively. He could have knocked Limpiness out if he wanted to. If he would have had the correct person in his corner. All right, so check this out, y'all. I gotta say this. Well, LeBron is going. Hold on, let me answer that question. Well, LeBron is going to do, what you call that shit? Load management. I don't know. I don't know. We got to see when Wilder comes up. LeBron is going to do load management from what I heard, because the season is going to start in December. So he's talking about he going to do load management. Here's the interesting thing with LeBron. He's one more ring behind Kobe, two more behind MJ. He'll be going into his 18th season. He'll be 36. And if he which I don't know how many games they have scheduled for this coming season. I don't know if they're going to run a full 82 games. So I don't know if they're going to run a full 82 games. So LeBron is going to do, but if LeBron can get that fifth, I'll do 72. Okay. Appreciate that. Okay, 70. Yeah, 72. Okay, so they taking away. Okay, so they taking away. How much fan attendance? How much are they gonna? They should be allowed. How much fan attendance? What, 5,000 per game? H Money, cut the shit. Luka ain't the best. Luka is good, but Luka got a long way to go. Can't play with his back to the basket. Don't have a good pull-up shot. Don't have a mid-range shot. Luka got okay defender. Luka got a long. Stop it, H. Cut the shit. But he's good though. I'm not saying no. Hold on, bro. I didn't say the dude sucks. I just said he got some flaws. Yeah, Luka got a long way to go before he liked the best. He ain't even remotely, but he's good though. He can score though. He can score. I think the most disappointing player that I saw, I think, was Giannis. I really saw. That's who you need to be. That's who you need to be on the bandwagon. Ja Morant. That kid can play. That kid can play. I wonder if they're gonna allow fan attendance at the Chase Center. So the NBA gonna do 72 games. So nevertheless, anyway, let me drop this quick bomb right quick. And you heard it here first. Let me drop this quick. Oh yeah. I'll make a prediction. The Dodgers go get it done tonight. H, do me. We gonna do a draft day analysis. But they talking about Ball may go number 1. We hearing that Ball may go number 1, but the Warriors is gonna trade down because they're gonna try to get some. They're gonna try to get some more shooters and some more defenders. I don't want them to bring back Jeremy Lin. Okay, H. They saying that he better than all of them. That he more. Well, we know Lonzo. We know Lonzo was a bum. What? We knew Lonzo couldn't play. We knew he couldn't play. But they saying this kid can ball though. Nah, they saying that the Warriors is gonna they saying the Warriors is gonna trade down. Then you've been hearing about the Heat is willing to trade Harrell, which I don't think they should trade him. Then you hearing about you hearing about Washington trying to move Bradley Beal. Victor Oladipo is on the trading block from what I heard. And then what's gonna happen with Giannis? They gonna ask Giannis what is Giannis gonna do? Giannis is gonna be offered a long-term contract. If he don't sign, then Giannis might be moved during mid-season. You know, H, I'm gonna be honest with you. My take on centers, I'm not impressed with a center till he like 5 years in. Like Joe Embiid, okay, he proved himself. I'm still having Greg Oden withdraw. I'm still having Greg Oden withdraw because see, let me tell you something. And then I'm gonna move on to this Bud news. Let me tell you something. And you need to hear this, H Money, when you start, because I know you're gonna cover the NBA this season, which you should. I'm gonna make you cover the NBA. I'm gonna make you cover the NBA. Okay, H. All the way going back to high school, they said Oden had a bad knee. It was no excuse for Portland not to draft Kevin Durant. It was no excuse for Portland not to draft Kevin Durant. They had tons of reports that he wasn't going to have a long career in the NBA. And Portland still took him. It's a little different. See, here's the thing, H Money. Don't let people like talk about this Michael Jordan Sam Bowie thing. Portland didn't need Michael Jordan because they had Clyde Drexler. So they didn't need Michael Jordan. See, Kevin Durant is different from Oden. They didn't need Michael Jordan. They had Clyde the Glide. So that's why they didn't take Michael Jordan. They already had a guard. So I hate when people sit up there lying about this whole, well, Portland should have took Michael Jordan. Took Michael Jordan for what? Keep in mind, Michael Jordan, look, we all know Michael Jordan went on to become MJ. Y'all need to hear this because I'm tired of the media lying about this. Hakeem was the best player in that draft. That's why he went number one. People acted like Hakeem was a scrub or something. Like he was a bust. The man scored 26,000 points. Was a league MVP, a finals MVP. He took Shaq to school. Nobody wasn't taking no guards nobody wasn't taking no Michael Jordan number one. And Brandon Roy was a bad boy, but his legs gave. Yeah. So I get tired of people talking about Houston should have took Michael Jordan first. For what? For what? Nobody thought Michael Jordan was gonna be MJ. Nobody. I was like 10 years old and I knew that Hakeem was the best player in that draft. I get tired of people lying, H. Stop lying. I hate when people sit up there. Portland didn't need Michael Jordan. They had Clyde Drexler. Clyde the Glide. Why would you draft the same exact player that played the same position? Kevin Durant and Oden was two different things. Portland was crazy to take Greg Oden over Kevin Durant. That was nuts. Kevin Durant was a hybrid player that could play. He could play the 3. He could play a little 2. He could play the 4. He could shoot. This dude is sick. This dude was 6. This dude is like 6'10", 6'11". Play like a 2 guard. Man, if Portland would have took Kevin Durant, man, they might have had they could have been shit. They might have been a new age San Antonio Spurs. And then they went on to, and then if they would have still went on to get Damian Lillard with LaMarcus Aldridge, come on, man. You know I hate I don't hate Westbrook. I just think Westbrook don't have a real position to play. He not really a point guard, but then he don't shoot good enough to be a 2 guard. I think Russell Westbrook would have been a hell of a 6 man, but he not neither. But if I had a choice of where I would play Russell Westbrook, I would try more out as a 2 than I would a 1. Because his decision making is horrible. His decision making is horrible. But yeah, I can't wait till the NBA come back. So, and by the way, like I say, the Dodgers gonna get it done tonight. Yeah, Portland was stupid. I mean, well, I don't like to use that word. All I can say is Kevin Durant left OKC and he won immediately with the Warriors. That's enough said. What has James Harden won? Now, let me tell you, okay, H, let me see, you got me going now. Let me tell you what Greg Oden was. He had that game where who was that game where he scored like 25 points? Ugh. Andrew Bynum was one of them dudes. He had a good run, but then a nice run, but then he faded quickly. So this is what happened. Greg Oden is I don't want to put him in the same category. I'll check it out. I don't want to put Greg Oden in the same category with this dude. Well, then again, it's damn near the same. Do you remember Jamarcus Russell? Probably, arguably the biggest bust in NFL history because he played for my Oakland Raiders. Everybody told Al Davis not to draft Jamarcus Russell number 1. Jamarcus Russell, there was all kind of reports. And let me tell you what happened to Jamarcus Russell. As you know, I'm from Oakland. I saw Jamarcus Russell, and let me get to this story. There was reports about Jamarcus Russell's work ethic, that he was lazy. Yeah, that Jamarcus Russell. There was all kind of reports that Jamarcus Russell was lazy. He had a terrible work ethic, that he didn't want to watch film. He just was lazy. Jamarcus Russell had that one good game. He had that one good game, I think, against Notre Dame. And for some reason, Al Davis fell in love with him. And he, like in what you call that, the Columbine? What is the Columbine? Where he threw the ball 40 yards on it, on his knees. Yeah, he had a hell of an arm, but the problem was when he threw the ball, it would go anywhere. Yeah. Yeah, it was that. Yeah, he had that one good game. So Al Davis fell in love with him and drafted him. They told Al Davis. Don't draft Jamarcus Russell. Take Calvin Johnson, number 1. They said, take Calvin Johnson. And then they took Jamarcus Russell, and it was downhill from then on. I will see Jamarcus Russell at this. This is like our version of the Compton swap meet. It's called Durant Square. It's like a if you listen to E40 Captain Saberhole, you'll hear Dude say, "Yeah, we go get that hookup at Durant Square." It's on East 14th and Durant Avenue. It's like on the border of San Leandro. So one day I walk in there and I'm seeing Jamarcus Russell. Seeing Jamarcus Russell in there buying like some low-end jewelry. I like Aguilar. They got Jason Witten, but the Raiders is coming back down to normal. The Raiders is coming back down to normal. I already knew this was gonna happen. To me, I gotta say it. Right now, the Pittsburgh Steelers are the best team in the NFL. And did you know the Pittsburgh Steelers are 6-0 for the first time since 1978? Since Terry Bradshaw played. We don't give Mike Tomlin enough credit. Mike Tomlin has never had a losing record. But the real test is going to be when they play Baltimore head up. When do the Steelers play Baltimore? I can't believe they let Antonio Brown. I can't believe they let Antonio Brown go to Tampa Bay. Sunday? Yeah. See, that's gonna be the test right there. That's gonna be the test right there. The Steelers versus the Ravens. Anybody want any bets? Anybody want to take some bets? H, who you got? Steelers are the Ravens. That's gonna be, when I say that game gonna be lit, that game gonna be lit. I can't believe they let Antonio Brown get away. Like, what was they waiting on for actually week 8 to start? I did. he got man, I gotta look at the odds. So, man, that's gonna be a hell of a game. That's gonna be a hell of a game. That's gonna be a hell of a game. Well, he got suspended with really no proof. They basically went by what that chick said. So, I mean, it is what it is. Y'all know how this works. Okay, so let me get to this. Let me get to this Kell Brook stuff and this Bud stuff, because it's really nerve-wracking with this Terrence Crawford shit. It's just really nerve-wracking that now it went from being a fight that he need to take to now it's a cherry pick. Like I said, all this year, everybody was crying about Bud need to fight Kell Brook. Then when he fights him, then this is cherry pick. Like it's just nerve wracking. Now I want to see what's gonna happen when he crosses the street. I want to see what's gonna happen when he crosses the street. And I'm gonna make a prediction too. Well, H, you know boxing. What it come down to, these people be having their head too far up Al Heyman's ass. Kell Brook versus Bud is gonna be a great fight. Everybody keep talking about Errol Spence softened Kell Brook. What the fuck is these dudes talking about? You mean Triple G softened Kell Brook up? You mean Triple G softened Kell Brook up? Like I said, all year these niggas was asking, Bud need to fight Kell Brook. I told you H Money they was gonna do this shit. Soon as this fight got announced. Oh, this is a cherry pick. Huh? But you asked for the fight. You asked this dude to fight him. You asked him to fight this dude. I don't want to say no names, but you know who they was saying, he did. First, like last month, I told everybody the fight was going to happen. I told everybody that the fight was going to happen when everybody was hollering about money and all this. And by the way, they got a distributor. Oh, yeah, the fight will be shown overseas. They got somebody to pick up the fight. It ain't a good fight no more since the contract been signed. It ain't a good fight no more since the contract got signed. Now it ain't a good fight no more. It's not a good fight. I'm gonna say this much. Since Bud been at 147, Bud then stopped everybody that he fought. And if he stopped Kell Brook, if he stopped Kell Brook, once again. But they're gonna be. Look, I really don't want to call a spade, but what belt did Mikey Garcia have? When Errol Spence said he was chasing belts, when he said he had all the belts, that was Mikey Garcia's debut at welterweight. So what belt did Mikey Garcia have? So I'm just waiting for somebody to tell me what belt did Mikey Garcia have at welterweight? It was a. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It was a money grab. It was a money grab, and it was a fight that basically. What's up, Coco? It was a money grab, and basically it was a fight that Mikey Garcia. They knew Mikey Garcia could grab and you know what I'm saying, and bring in, a large Mexican population to make it look like, Errol Spence is a draw. And that's all it came down to. That's all it came down to. Most of the people that came there came to see Mikey Garcia. And they actually believe he was going to win that fight. Mikey Garcia didn't have a chance in hell of winning that fight. Nobody believed Mikey Garcia was going to win that fight. Because, if you want to get technical, that was a cherry pick. Let's just call it what it was. Let's just call it what it was. Let's just call it what it was. You said you was fighting for belts, but you fought Mikey Garcia that didn't have no belt whatsoever at welterweight. What belt did he have at welterweight? You tell me. That's all I'm saying. What they see, let me tell you what's going on. I'm just gonna tell the truth because people need to hear the truth. The truth need to be said. Now that Bud and Kell Brook is coming to a fruition, and it's like what, 2 weeks away? What is it like? What is it? 2 weeks away after Saturday? People are panicking because they really do hope Bud lose this fight. Okay, you hearing about if Bud is so whack and he got this horrible chin that everybody say he's supposed to have, why did Kell Brook's trainer say, man, we need more time to prepare for this fight? But first of all, if Kell Brook been training since March and it's now October, like that didn't make any kind of sense. Yeah, so it's 2 weeks away. It's 2 weeks away. And then Devin Haney is a week and some change away. So, with that being said, you had since March to get Kell Brook ready, and you talking about you don't have enough time? What are you talking about? What's going on is the PBC apologists, they scared that Bud is going to shellac Kell Brook worse than Errol Spence did. Because, see, the overall plan is to try to pull this shit. Well, if Errol Spence keep getting put on pay-per-view, what they want to do is they want to try to make it look like they're going to try to pull a money thing with Bud. They're going to try to start hollering about how much Bud should get. So basically, they're going to say Bud don't deserve this type of money. So then they can say, oh, well, Bud priced himself out. That's what they trying to do. So then Errol Spence can move up to 154 without making that fight. Oh, well, look at the numbers I'm doing on pay-per-view. Yeah, but you getting put in you getting matched with certain type of people because that's the main plan. That's what they don't want you to know. That's what these niggas ain't telling you. Oh, well, look what I'm selling on pay-per-view versus what he's selling. So he don't deserve this year. Like, why is these niggas, like, these reporters, like, trying to be, like, negotiators? As media, it ain't our job. It ain't our job to try to tell what fighter to pay the next fighter. We listen to what the fighters have offered to other fighters and we talk about it. We wasn't trying to tell Devin Haney and them what to offer Gary Russell Jr. That's what Gary Russell Jr. asked for, and they gave it to him. And he didn't take the fight. I wasn't saying how much somebody should get paid. That's what they doing. And they just don't want people to. Well, we about to find out on December. We about to find out December the 5th. That's what they trying to do. I'm not worried about no niggas being mad at me. Because that's basically what they trying to do. So they can find a way to get out of that fight. So they can say, oh, well, Bud, he don't do these type of numbers on pay-per-view versus what I'm doing. So that's why they keep shoving Errol Spence on pay-per-view. I don't know what they had. I mean, they had, I think they had like 200,000. I mean, depending on who you talk to. But you don't think Bud versus Sean Porter would do Big numbers. Bud versus Danny Garcia would have did like the same amount of numbers, 200,000. This fight probably gonna do 200,000. Like I said, you got to put the right type of opponent in there. But if you getting froze out, then how we gonna see what type of pay-per-view star you really is if you don't have the right type of opponent? Do I think, well, Bud is considered number one pound per pound. I mean, if you got a dude refusing to put certain dudes in the ring with a guy, like, how are you gonna see how good this dude really is? But see, now they trying to downplay the Kell Brook fight. They hollering about he a Errol Spence leftover. Man, get out of here, man. Man, get out of here. Get out of here. You mean he a Triple G leftover? Get out of here, man. See, they trying to downplay it. Because a lot of these dudes is worried that Bud is going to mollywop Kell Brook quicker than, Errol Spence. So that's why they coming up with this shit about, oh, he didn't have the trainer. Oh, this happened, that happened. They trying, you know what I'm saying? Who do I think win? I've been saying this for the longest. I see ways that Bud could win the fight, and I see ways that Errol Spence could win the fight. But if we can't get these dudes in the ring, if we can't get these fights made, then all we gonna sit here and do is speculate. This is a fight that should have already happened by now. This. Oh my God. I think this is an opportunity. I think Bud sees the opportunity because this is a common opponent that Errol Spence had. I don't think Bud is going to have a mean machine like performance. I don't think Bud H Money going to have a mean machine performance, because you got to understand something. You got to admit this. There are just certain fights you get up for, and there are certain fights you don't get up for. I think Bud is going to get up for this fight. I think Bud is going to get up for this fight with Kell Brook. I really think he going to get up for this fight. Now, like I said, if he demolishes Kell Brook, watch all the excuses get made. Yeah, but H, he did get dropped. Look, man, I'm a Bud fan, but I can tell the truth. He got dropped. That was a knockdown. And I think, and I'm going to tell you something, H, Bud has grew into that 147 frame now. I think for the first couple of fights, he was trying to grow into that one. But now, if you see Bud now, he clearly has grew into that 147 frame. And he didn't grew the dreads and shit. And he didn't grew the dreads. Yeah, Mean Machine dropped him. He got dropped in that fight. He got dropped. That was a knockdown. That was a knockdown. I think Bud is going to perform very well. But one thing about Bud, he make mistakes where he make these mistakes. Sometimes he get too caught up. He get too caught up in trying to put on a great performance to where he gets careless. Bud has moments in fights where he gets careless. But then even when you nail him, Bud always recovers quick, and then he kind of remind you of that dude, like, when you hit him, he want to hurry up and get his lick back. Well, Errol Spence stopped Bud. I mean, excuse me, Errol Spence stopped Kell Brook, what, in the 11th round? Was it the 10th or the 11th round? So if Bud stops Kell Brook like in 7 rounds, just mark my words, all the excuses is gonna fly. Cause like I said, they asked for this fight. Y'all know there was people making video after video. Oh, Bud need to fight Kell Brook. Now remember last month when they was talking about, oh, I don't think the fight gonna happen. Oh, they trying to lowball Kell Brook. Oh, Bud is trying to lowball Kell Brook. He only offered him 1.5. Kell Brook is getting over $2 million for this fight. Kell Brook getting $2.5 million for this fight. This fight not, people was praying, man. Like T Grizzly say. When T Grizzly made that song, these niggas praying for my downfall. They was praying that this fight didn't happen so they could try to downplay Bud. So they could try to hate on Bud. Then as soon as they heard the fight was gonna happen, this is cherry pick. Man, get out of here, man. Go take that shit somewhere else. Because I could tell you why, bro. I could tell you why. Because Bud, unfortunately, has fell out of favor with, in particularly, black media because of who he picks and chooses who he talks to. So a lot of people have it in for Bud because he won't do interviews with certain media outlets. He pick and choose who he talks to and stuff. So this has been going on for a while. You know, I tried to talk to Bud in Fresno. He kind of blew me off. But like I said, I got over it. Then, you know, there's people that tried to talk to him. He just ignored them. So it's one of them situations. People have a vendetta against Bud because he not what you call like a media guy. Like you can't just shove a camera in his face. And like I said before, I got over it. I got over it. I got over it, and he finally talked. I finally got Bud to talk to me in Reno. So it's just one of them situations. Hey, either he gonna talk to you or he not, and that's just basically the bottom line. Like I said, I'm not finna sit up here and, you know what I'm saying, go back to the hotel room and start crying because Bud didn't want to do an interview with me. Like I said, life moves on. I'll be where he won't talk to me, somebody else will. You know, so I mean, that's like, that just happens, man. That come with the territory. When you do these media things, you just gonna have some people that's gonna be in the mood to talk, some people not. You know, the best way to handle it is just, you know, you just move on. I remember Floyd came at me sideways, you know, and I just left it alone. Well, apparently, I'm gonna break some news. I'm gonna break some news about Bud later on today. What I think is going to happen with Bud. So I'm gonna break that. I'm gonna break that news. Like I said before, I got over it when Bud didn't want to do no interviews with me. I got over it. Some people just made it their lifetime mission. Okay, Bud won't do an interview with me, so I'm gonna destroy him. I'm gonna discredit him. I'm gonna say he ain't shit, and that's not right. I mean, two wrongs don't make a right. Where you just gonna totally disregard him as a fighter. You know, where you showing more love towards Triple G, a dude who ain't fought nothing but like Flores his whole career. Triple G might as well fight H Money. I mean, Triple G got. I mean, you didn't see these niggas go harder on Bud than they do Triple G. And Triple G, Triple G might as well fight H Money. I mean, for real. Triple G, they fought Flores after Flores. You know, Triple G, next opponent is this dude that I'm getting my Jordan from on Saturday. No, for real. Triple G is fighting a dude that I buy my Jordans from. And they legit. When has Triple G ever talked to for real? When do we do? That's what I'm saying, LB. Triple G then fought like gas station attendant after gas. Man, he fighting the dude that I buy my Jordans from. Did he fighting the manager at Shoe Palace, man? He fighting the manager at Shoe Palace. And nobody don't say nothing. But they more mad at Bud. I mean, for real. Yeah, he fighting the dude. Yeah, man, he fighting the manager at Shoe Palace. He fighting the manager at Shoe Palace in Southland Mall, but nobody don't say shit about Triple G. But then they more mad at Bud. Triple G was pathetic for saying that he wanted to fight Floyd at 152. Man, stop it, bruh. But that's what I'm saying. Shout out to Coco the Dub, man. so I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. You more mad at Bud than you mad at like this dude that got away. That dude's resume is like god awful. And the best fights he had, he arguably lost. He lost to Canelo twice. He probably lost to Daniel Jacobs. He lost to Derbiachenko. So, and like I said, when do Triple G? I ain't seen Triple G on my on nobody's show. I'm just saying. You know the funny part about it is Dominic Wade was an Al Heyman fighter. Man, look, LB, I told people about Triple G like 4 years ago and nobody would listen to me. I told people as soon as more competition came up to 160, he was going to do exit stage right, like for real. I don't see how you could have been a Triple G fan. How could you be a fan? That's a video within itself. Who was the worst hype job? Lomachenko or Triple G? That's a double whammy. That's like a double whammy. Like, who was the worst hype job? Nah, you could throw Chocolatito in there too. Because I swear Chocolatito came out of nowhere and HBO said he the best fighter on the planet. And I was like, based off what? Like, I know, but I thought you could make an argument that Triple G, Lomachenko, and Chocolatito was two of the biggest, and they now all of a sudden that Lomachenko is out of the picture. Now they trying to put this Japanese dude in our face now. How do you got Nui like ranked number 3 on ESPN's pound per pound? I mean, who make they pound per pound? Who be making they pound per pound list? The Japanese monster. Like, what are you talking about? Who did he fight to warrant him being number 3? And then when people say, well, oh, you guys are just hating. No, I'm not hating. I'm just telling the truth. They do this shit all the time. And then when people call them out, oh, man. I don't think Uslik gonna get to be, he ain't gonna get to be WBC heavyweight champion. Now that they finna come with the junior heavyweight, because he not that big. No, Nito Donaire ain't been the same since he took that ass whipping via Guillermo Rigondeaux. Who be making the? I don't know who be making them list on ESPN. Yeah, Uslik is not that big. I seen him in person. He tall, but he not big. Abner Mares wasn't no hype around Abner Mares. He wasn't even good enough to be. Abner Mares is known for constantly hitting Joseph Beko low in a fight that Russell Mora refereed. Abner Mares got knocked out by Johnny Gonzalez like in the first round. A guy that Gary Russell Jr. stopped. I mean, I like Abner Mares as a commentator, but as a as a fighter, he was mediocre. Like I said, he got, like, for real, he got dropped by Johnny Gonzalez in the first round. I swear to God, on Saturday, I told you, if Davis don't stop Leo Santa Cruz, I'm gonna cook his ass. Chisora he gon', you know what I'm saying? They gonna tell him to make it look good. But I seen Uslik. He's not that big though. He ain't, man. He try to fight some of them 6'6" dudes. It's gonna be a wrap for him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He didn't even look that good against that dude. Take better end this fight in 8 rounds, bro. You know what? It's always conflicting stories about what happened. I don't think Uslik can beat any of the bigger dudes. I just don't think he could beat any of those giants, because I mean, in reality, I think Tank Davis would have knocked Tevin Farmer's cross-eyed ass. I think he would have knocked his eyeball straight. You know, because he got it cross-eyed. Nah, he can box. But you got to ask yourself, can he handle the power of some of those some of those bigger dudes. Yeah, I think Tank would have knocked. Can he beat Ortiz? That's a good question. Well, Ortiz is up there. Ortiz is getting up there in age. If we really know how old he is, we don't even really know how old this dude is. Tay got a long way to go before we even start talking about him and that pound per pound. You heard that Tevin Farmer was gonna do a rematch with Joe Diaz, but I don't know. I don't know about that. And I heard that his contract is up with DAZN. Well, I just said that Ortiz is up there in age now. Ortiz did got some, you know what I'm saying? He got some wear and tear on the tire. I mean, he done got stopped by Wilder twice. I want to see Tank. I want to see what Tank do the first couple of rounds. I want to see Tank use his boxing ability before he like go in there trying to like take Leo Santa Cruz head off. But we expect Leo Santa Cruz to throw a lot of punches, but he also said he gonna stay out of harm's way. He basically what he say he gonna try to do is try not to get caught like the first half of the fight, but he gonna like try to stay active at the same time. I don't think Leo Santa Cruz have enough power to keep Tank off of him. Like, it's not like Leo Santa Cruz is like a devastating puncher. It's not like Leo Santa Cruz, when you go into a fight, you be like, man, that power of Leo Santa Cruz, man, if he touched me, because Leo don't knock nobody out. I got Jamel in I got him in the top 5. I don't see. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. I'm just gonna say what some people don't want to say. I don't see Leo with no advantage in this fight. He don't have a power advantage. He don't have a speed advantage. He don't have a boxing advantage. He has nothing, to be honest with you, that Tank can't handle. That's what I keep telling you. This is why anything less than a knockout is disappointing. Anything less than a knockout for Leo getting stopped by Tank is disappointing. Tank is supposed to stop this dude. There is nothing like, oh, for real. Anybody listening to this stream think that Leo have any type of advantages over Tank? Because if I'm missing something, could you please enlighten me? Could you please enlighten me? What event? What, he might got a bigger house than Tank. I know why Leo Santa Cruz love Al Haymon so much. After I seen that damn house he live in, shit, you'll name your kid after Al Haymon too. Can somebody please tell me what advantages Leo Santa Cruz got over Tank Davis? Power? Nope. Speed? Nope. Overall boxing skill? Nope. Footwork? Nope. What? Well, that might be it. He might got a better car than did Tank. He got a Lambo. I don't know what Tank driving. Oh yeah, you know what? You right. You right. Floyd did buy it. But he got one. Hey, what day they say he keep it clean though? Shit, he keep it clean. I mean, shit. Like I said, you will love shit. Tank got a Bugatti. Oh, so they both got Lambos? Well, see, Leo ain't even got that advantage. Reach? Well, that might be it. You can have all the reach you want, but if you can't affect nobody, if you can't keep a dude off you, that ain't gonna help you shit. I really don't know what Leo said, Cruz. I really don't. I don't see this fight any other scenario than him getting knocked out. I'm gonna watch this. You know what, H? I'm gonna watch this train wreck just because it's boxing. All right, y'all. My battery running low. Shout out to Eric. H, I'll be on your show later on today. I was supposed to have an interview with a former G Unit member. Hopefully he show up. So I'll be on your show later on. All right.